Peter Obi, the ADC, is corrupting Peter Obi. This whole alliance, coalition, is corrupting Peter Obi. It is corrupting Peter Obi's records. It is corrupting Peter Obi's character. And we're clapping for the ADC, even defending the ADC as they are doing this. And what will make it extremely painful and disastrous is the fact that they will corrupt Peter Obi's records, most likely in vain, without a ticket, most likely. Should Peter Obi continue to stake, to risk his character, his reputation, in queuing behind and defending a people that are engaging in criminality, breaking the law, in the process of demanding justice? Should he continue to do that? Is that not what the ADC is doing, the African Democratic Congress? Peter Obi is queuing behind, deliberately or non-deliberately, queuing behind a group of people who are breaking the law in the process of demanding for justice. It would have worked and helped if you had somebody like a Jonathan in the presidency. But unfortunately, we don't have a president like Jonathan in Aso Rock. You have Tinubu, who simply doesn't care. He will not waste a second to use the law to fight you. He will not even waste a second to use impunity to fight you. Not to now talk of when he finds legal ground to fight you. That's Tinubu. In the battle, this struggle for the soul of Nigeria, we cannot afford to allow any legal ground that will taint or spoil or jeopardize our chances for victory. And that is what Peter Obi is doing. And every time I watch the news, I observe what is going on, I feel very pained to my heart that I am seeing somebody with an impeccable character, somebody with an impeccable track record, allow himself to be used by the likes of Atiku. Peter Obi is being used. And you know what? He will be dumped by Atiku. Oh God. It's just 3 days to go. Just 3 days before it will be too late to have a good alternative. 3 days. NDC, National Democratic Coalition, has sent an invitation to Peter Obi. That option is there. DLA, Democratic Leadership Alliance, the one that was formed and registered by people who are allies of Peter Obi, is there. Even AAC, Omoyele Sowore, has told Nigerians publicly that we should tell Peter Obi to call him. Has Peter Obi called him? If he has, I'm sure we would have known by now. These options are there, and it's 3 days to go. You know, I was glad when I saw the video that Ayo Fayose did asking Peter Obi to leave. I saw it. Nobody in their right senses will see the video that Atiku, the interview that Atiku gave, that will not ask Peter Obi to leave. Nobody in their right senses. I have seen the comments. Some of you obedience are pushing the narrative that, oh, there are some secret deals that should not be in the open. Iro, lie. This same excuse was the same excuse they gave in 2022 when we gave advice like this. They would tell us, no, keep quiet. We have a strategy. No. Some things that are supposed to be done in secret. Nah, lie, yo. All now waiting. Nah, lie. There is nothing about Peter Obi getting a ticket. No deal that should be secret by now. If the people who made that deal are serious, trustworthy, and genuine. So don't come and give me that kind of comment that, oh, don't talk about it, it should be secret. No. Any deal that does not involve zoning the presidential ticket of the African Democratic Congress to the southern part of Nigeria is a fake deal. How many days to deadline for party primaries? May 30. That is the deadline for party primaries. April 21, deadline for submission of membership list. And then you defied a court order. Come on. Who does that? You defied a court order to go and hold a convention. When the same court has accepted and granted your request for accelerated hearing of your case. I don't understand how the leadership of the ADC is thinking. I don't. If you have had accelerated hearing for 22, 23 April, why the rush to do a convention April the 15th, April the 16th, or where was it? Why the rush against a court order? Now, you did that convention against a court order. In that convention, which is actually just an affirmation, you could not even decide on the zoning of the presidency to the south. Just a few days to INEC deadline for party primaries. And then you come out and tell me that there is a secret deal. There ain't no secret deal anywhere. These guys are trying to scam Peter Obi, period. And the advisors of Peter Obi, you guys, I don't know. They're trying to scam Peter Obi. Already, Peter Obi is now associated with people who disobey court orders. The same Peter Obi that was always waiting for court orders to decide where to stay while he was in Labour Party. The same Peter Obi that is known to have so much respect for the judiciary. Forget all this talk about, oh, our judiciary is corrupt. Yes, it may be. But there are still good judges. There are still good judges within our judiciary. And people who understand the legal processes, they still win victories. In fact, what am I even saying? The judiciary acknowledged and defended even this same ADC to a large extent before things were reversed by the Court of Appeal. The same Peter Obi now is now being known to be associated, and in fact they got him on camera to say twice, not once, during the interview on Arise News Prime Time, and then during the convention when he gave something like a press conference, Peter Obi is now caught on camera saying, no, despite the court order, our convention must go on. Why the hurry when you already have accelerated hearing for your leadership? Why? All of this is just to taint the credibility of Peter Obi. To what end? All of this one now, you are making Peter Obi to call a cow auntie just because Peter Obi wants to eat meat? No, now. And at the end of the day, after Peter Obi calls the cow auntie, Peter Obi will still not now get meat to eat. That is double jeopardy. And that's why I'm saying this ADC coalition is corrupting Peter Obi's reputation. 3 days to go. Ayofayoshe has lent his voice. It is clear that Peter Obi needs to leave because the conditions precedent to a free and fair primaries in the ADC are just not present. Those conditions are not there. The conditions that we see are an Atiku that is desperate, that sees this as his last chance, last shot at the presidency, and is prepared to bend the rules, bend the party to his will. Those are the signs. That's the vibe. That is why he's forcing his henchmen, his loyalists in position to make sure that they bend the process in his favor. That is why he's making sure, bending every rule possible, to the extent that he could not even obey a court order. You broke the court order. If the case is not settled, whatever decision you make, INEC said they will not accept. So what was the point of that convention? What was the point of that convention? Should we engage in rascality just for the sake of it, when there is no clear benefit of such? It is Peter Obi's reputation that is suffering it. And the painful thing is that time is running out. 3 alternatives are on the table. I have said it before. The best strategy is for Peter Obi to get ticket first on another platform, then come back and discuss this whole, what is it now? Discuss this coalition thing. A DLA would have done their primaries by now. It is possible that an NDC would have done their primaries by now. Since they are a fresh party, they could have done the primaries by now. And if they have done the primaries by now, and Peter Obi has been given the ticket, then Peter Obi will be the candidate of that party. Then you can now use that candidacy ticket and say, okay, let us do coalition with the African Democratic Congress if all is or comes to become well with it. That's a better strategy. 3 days to go, Peter Obi. 3 days. For the sake of Nigerians. I know you don't need it. You're a billionaire in 100 lifetimes with 100 times the hardship that Tinubu is forcing on Nigerians. You and your family, Peter Obi, you will live a good life. So, not for your sake. You can afford not to be desperate to be president of Nigeria, but we cannot afford not to be desperate to have you to become president. Right now, we are desperate. Only 3 days to go. I beg. Ayofayoshe has lent his voice. If others don't, you have the you can single-handedly take or make that decision to go leave the ADC and get ticket elsewhere. Stop queuing behind people who are breaking the law and claiming they are demanding for justice. You cannot fight wrong with wrong. Or can you? Can you use lie to defeat a lie? Nigerians know that the APC, the Tinubu administration, is a lie. They thrive on propaganda. Can you defeat a lie with another lie? The answer is no. The only thing you need to defeat a lie is the truth. And that is why I cannot queue behind any lie. Whether in the name of a coalition, I cannot queue behind any lie. And if you say, oh, I have been paid to do this, then we are of all men, all citizens, most miserable, because you have been blinded by a lie. Only truth can defeat a lie. Only truth can defeat Tinubu. Only truth can defeat APC. Stop allowing yourself to queue behind people who are telling lies, and then you are claiming you want to defeat another lie. Will it work?